Hey everybody, what's happening? So I've been down in Key West for, actually I don't know how long I've been down here. I think it's been, about 4 days maybe a week. I don't know, I haven't really been keeping track of time. But I want to tell you guys what I'm up to in Key West and what I'm doing. So first of all, I'm polishing up my prized possession here, my Charvel. This is just an incredible guitar. I've had about 50 guitars. I used to buy used guitars and fix them up and sell them and try to make money. Never worked. I always lost money. Almost always lost money. But it was really fun, so I don't regret it at all. I loved it. But this is definitely by far like the best one I've ever had in my life. This thing is amazing. And I'm kind of a little emotionally attached to it. And that kind of freaks me out. I don't like that idea of being attached to a piece of wood with a couple metal bits and some magnets on it, you know? I mean, it's a great guitar. Woo! Little out of tune. But I've only played it probably 3 times since I've been on the road, and I just don't need it. And I don't need things that I don't need, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna sell it, and I'm gonna use that money to pay off 2 of my credit cards and still have some left over to get to New Orleans. And tomorrow, which is Monday, I believe, I hope tomorrow's Monday and not today because I should have been out today, I'm gonna go look for work and find a job, and I'm gonna stay here for a couple months. I wanted to take a few days, which I've already done since I've been here, to make sure that it's somewhere that I want to stay and somewhere that's safe and somewhere where I'm not gonna have problems living in the van. And I've talked to quite a few van dwellers down here. There are a lot. There's more people living in vans down here than I've ever seen anywhere. And people have had some problems with the police. Usually it's parked in a place where they're not supposed to be, or they're trying to hide, or something like that. So the places I've found to park at night, my stealth definitely comes in handy. But they are parking lots where there are other van dwellers and RVs, and I don't expect to have a problem. And if there is a problem, they'll target the vans that are more obvious that someone's living in them. My setup's really stealth, so they probably won't come to me first. So hopefully I won't have any issues there. But yeah, like I said, I'm finding work, and I'm selling this thing. And if I had an amp, I probably wouldn't be selling it though, because this thing I put new pickups in it, and it just freaking rips, dude. But that's the way it is. It's funny, when I started out, I took my guitars, because I started this whole trip on my motorcycle, and that was my prized possession at the time, and I sold that to get the van. And part of the reason why I wanted to do a van was so I could take guitars with me, so I could play. And I had my guitar, my electric bass, and my acoustic guitar, which I'm definitely keeping my acoustic guitar. And I already sold the bass. And I was gonna go to Nashville and become a rock star, because I had this whole message of, face your darkness and embrace it, and love yourself, and question authority, and think for yourself, and become the best version of yourself, all that kind of stuff. And I just wanted to put that out there. I wanted to tell people there is hope. You don't have to suffer. There's ways out of suffering, and you just have to look for them and let go, and everything else. And I thought I could do that with music for the longest time, but it turned out that the music industry is really rough. It's just rough, man. It's bad, and I don't really want to be part of it. And also, I'm what's called a highly sensitive person. It's a person with a highly attuned nervous system, so I take in more information than most people, so my senses are easily overwhelmed. I went downtown today, and I was trying to shoot, but there were just so many people down on Duval Street that it made me feel dizzy, and I couldn't do it, and I had to lay down for an hour to try to recenter. It's just I'm very sensitive to too much going on at one time. So the rock star thing, it's not appealing. The act of telling people my ideas is appealing, and the act of possibly being able to help people with my ideas is appealing. And I think that through this YouTube channel, I'm able to do that without the without the hard part of being on tour, stuck in a van with people all the time, and at these super overwhelming, overstimulating concerts and stuff. Like, I have a hard time going to concerts because it's just so overwhelming. There's just so much noise and visual, everything. It's just really overwhelming, and doing that every night would just kill me. I couldn't do it. I mean, technically I could, because I could do anything I put my mind to, and I know that, but it would just be really, really hard. So YouTube is now my way of becoming a rock star. But yeah, so that's basically what's up with that, and I've got a lot of really good videos planned. One of them is the fridge review, because that thing, I'm not like emotionally attached to it like I am this guitar, but I am so grateful to have that thing. I've probably already saved like enough money to where it's already paid for itself. Well, maybe not, but it's an amazing thing to have. Like, I bought pizza the other day because I ran out of fuel for my stove and I couldn't find any anywhere. I ended up finding it at Ace Hardware. If you're looking for butane fuel in Key West, that's where you go to find it, by the way. But I didn't have anything to eat that I couldn't cook, or that I didn't have to cook, and I was really hungry and my blood sugar was getting low and I was getting irritable and stuff. So I bought this pizza, and I've been eating that for the last like 2 days. So if I didn't have the fridge, I couldn't do that. And like, all my other food has just lasted so much longer, like lettuces and stuff. Even with the cooler with ice in it, that was just such a pain. So anyway, I'm gonna do a fridge review in a few days. Tomorrow, I want to spend the majority of my time looking for work. Today, I've kind of just been like tidying up all my loose ends on, you know, like all the social media and the YouTube stuff, and figuring out what I'm going to do and where I'm going to look for work and everything. So I'm going to head out tomorrow to the docks and hit up Craigslist as much as possible, and find a printer probably at the library to print out some resumes and pass them out around town. There's so many people down here that I imagine I probably won't have a hard time finding a job. So yeah, so I'm gonna be here for like a month and work, and then head to New Orleans. So love your stuff. Woo!